Alright, good evening everyone. Been a while. We're back to some Dynasty Warriors. If I can remember how to play this game. Hopefully, I'll complete it today and then we can do some metaphor over weekdays instead. Do I not do you already? No, apparently not.
You refuse to fight me? Despite how you look, you're just a coward.
Quit squawking. A fledgling out for blood is still just a fledgling. Think about it from my point of view. You could get seriously hurt. And then, what would happen?
What? You just assume you'll be able to beat me? Well, I'll show you.
That's enough. You can't train and argue at the same time. Gan Ning, you come with me before someone really does get hurt. Perfect timing. Look after Ling Tong for me, would you?
Hey! I don't need...
Come on, let's go.
He's a fool. And he doesn't realize that you just saved his skin.
So, why are you here? Why can't you ever let me stew in my own misery? I trained with you, at my father's behest. Yet this fledgling is no closer to leaving the nest. Whenever I see him, I can't help but consider ending him with some accidental slip of my hand during training. Not to mention, I had grossly underestimated his abilities. I admit it, even you must have grown weary at that stunt I pulled. I can't believe you're sticking with a weakling like me. I still have so much to learn from you, clearly. In any case, would you be willing to beat me into shape? Remake me from the ground up? First, I need to establish myself among the others in Wu. I feel it's better to start there than let that bastard distract me. And if I ever get the urge to pick a fight with him again, now I know that I can talk things over with you instead. The fledgling learns to fly in the shadows of his forebearers. Can I count on you to look after me? Until I am strong enough to leave the nest?
Lord Han Dong does so much for such little recognition. He deserves a much love.
Let's see if there's anything else to show you. And that is it. Right.
Have you heard the news? Liu Bei of Jing died the other day. And Cao Cao is not a man to miss an opportunity. I'm sure he will begin his southward advance.
Should he take Qing province, his conquest of the realm will become virtually unstoppable. For Wu to survive in the face of such a threat, we must strengthen our kingdom until we have the power to rival him. And that will require more territory.
I am sure there is. But expanding our borders is probably the easiest path.
One can strategize endlessly, but the fact remains that a small territory simply cannot host a massive army.
But first, there is something we must do in preparation. A task you two would be well suited for. I want you to act as messengers to send our condolences and meet with Liu Bei's successor, Liu Song. While there, find Liu Bei, who is said to be staying with him, and subtly ask him to join our side.
There is, however, a possibility that Cao Cao has already made a move. He did consider Liu Bei a threat, after all.
You're a longtime acquaintance of Liu Bei and his men, are you not? So let me ask you this. What kind of man is Liu Bei, in your eyes? Compassion. Sounds like the exact opposite of Cao Cao, who favors reason above all. Unlike a man of reason, one of compassion can be swayed by momentary emotions. Perhaps that changeability is what Cao Cao fears so much. Whatever the case may be, bringing Liu Bei to our side will be a necessity in countering Cao Cao. Good luck, you two. The fate of the House of Sun depends on you.
Well, I don't think this happened. Not in novels, anyway.
We'll get to see Lord Sun.
What's in there?
The young C's been busy these...
I have a bit of money. Stamina potion. Lots and lots of tomes. $3,004. Huh. Interesting and easy one to use. Oh, that is really cool. Okay, take that. That's alright. It's also a pretty good one. It's a funny one. It's okay. $50,000 for inferior weapons. Alright.
We're only surviving because my...
Again, more inferior weapons, although mind you, the commander's sword. So we've currently got that equipped, so 88 is still the best. 81, 88 is left. 290. Got 89 here. 6, 85, 288 again, 291, 293, 292. 294. Aimer. Okay.
Have you heard? They say Cao Cao invaded Xingye with a huge army.
Xingye? Isn't that where Lord Liu Bei is?
It was. But apparently he fled and headed to Shanyang to ask Lord Liu Song for help. Then, Lord Liu Song went and surrendered right away, instead of trying to shelter Lord Liu Bei. He probably didn't want him around because he was so well liked by Lord Liu Biao.
So, do you know if Lord Liu Bei is safe?
These are just rumors, but I hear he left and took the people of Xiangyang with him to seek help from Lord Liu Qi in Qiansha.
You mean everyone in Xiangyang? That's incredible!
Lord Liu Bei was extremely popular with the people there. I guess they all wanted to go with him.
It appears things are rather tense. Cao Cao is moving much faster than we thought. Let's see if we can head to Jiangxia, and let us hope Liu Bei is still safe. I did not expect Cao Cao to make his move this quickly. But I am glad you are safe, Lord Liu Bei. Though I must say I was surprised that you've brought your people with you.
We would not have made it here if not for the remarkable efforts made by everyone. And by Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, Zhao Yun, and Zhuge Liang in particular.
We are thankful to them as well. For it would have been a grievous blow to lose you.
Ah, and what might you mean by that? Compared to someone like Lord Sun Quan, who controls all of Jiangdong, I am but a minor leader without power or land.
Without power and land, perhaps. But you are also one of the few lords who garner a lot of attention. We believe that if we can join forces with you, we may even be able to counter Cao Cao. As we speak, he is seeking to take Jing Province, a critical territory. If his invasion is successful, both your forces and ours will soon be overrun. To put it simply, we believe our interests align. Lord Sun Quan has control over Qiangdong proper, and has even expanded Wu's reach by taking in the Shan Yue and minor lords. If you wish to take on Cao Cao, it may be worthwhile for you to ally with us.
We are very grateful for the offer. We have been searching for allies as well, so we would be...
Lord Liu Bei, may I interject? Lord Lu Su's offer is truly a gracious one. However, I have a hard time believing that there is a consensus on this matter within Wu. Joining up with a small group like ours to fight against the mighty army of Cao Cao? That seems like mere bravado at best.
It pains me to admit it, but you're right. When we heard that Liu Song had surrendered to Cao Cao, we left for Jiangxia right away. Our orders in coming here were indeed to secure an alliance with Lord Liu Bei. But I cannot claim that our side has
Then, it is only fair to obtain the agreement of those in Wu. For an alliance without mutual understanding will only bring division. Lord Liu Bei, I would like your permission to act as a messenger to Wu. I will convince the officers there and make this agreement a reality.
It's an interesting way of doing that. I imagine if you chose Shu, Zhuge Liang would have proposed that, and they would have, you would have gone together with him.
I couldn't ask. Do you think this deployment is daring enough to defeat Cao Cao?
We've been called for a meeting. It seems a message from Cao Cao arrived just before we returned. Yes, it was written in more delicate language, but it was in essence asking for our surrender. Perhaps we should have expected this, but those in Wu have split right down the middle, just as Zhuge Liang predicted. There are those who claim that victory is impossible against Cao Cao, and that we should surrender before any unnecessary bloodshed. And then there are those who say we should ally with Liu Bei and resist Cao Cao with everything we have. If there is anyone capable of uniting the two factions together, I can think of no one more fit for the task than Lord Zhou Yu. But unfortunately, he is away at the moment. He is likely busy taking measures of his own to make sure we are prepared for the coming danger. Ultimately, the only way we can protect both our domain and our people is to rise up and rival Cao Cao for control of the realm. I've spoken of this plan before, haven't I? It isn't some impossible dream. I truly believe it can be done. Which is why I want nothing more than to convince every person of consequence in Wu to resist the urge to surrender. But for now, I'm off to meet with Zhuge Liang. You should make your way over to the war room to wait for our arrival.
I think we can all agree that fighting Cao Cao is extremely reckless. How can we possibly hope to win against such numbers? Territory should not take priority over the safety of the people of Wu. Is it not said that needless bloodshed is the mark of a foolish leader?
I never thought I would witness the likes of Lord Zhengjiao, suggesting we kneel to a tyrant who manipulates the Emperor and exploits all in his path. The Yellow Turbans of Qing, the Heishen bandits. They gave in to Cao Cao and have achieved distinction under his command. But in reality, their lives have been robbed of all meaning, and they now exist as nothing more than toothless beasts at the mercy of the lash. Tyranny is all that lies at the end of the path to Cao Cao's feet. Once you become a slave to his power, it becomes impossible to break free. Do you really think we should abandon our pride and forsake our future just to avoid making the sacrifice necessary to...
We do not find giving up on our land and our people to Cao Cao any more tolerable than you do. But if this is what it takes for our people's lives to be spared, then is it not the best decision we can make? He's right. There is no reason for us to sacrifice ourselves for pride. We will eventually win back everything taken from us.
With all due respect, I am honestly a little disappointed in what I'm witnessing here. The Sun clan, renowned for its brave warriors, has such cowards for officers.
How dare you!
Good job, Zhuge Liang.
Lord Liu Bei has no land to call home, and what soldiers and retainers he does have are far fewer in number than those of Wu. In spite of all that, he has sworn to never bend the knee to Cao Cao, and has even sent me to Wu to negotiate an alliance. He does so to save the people of Jing, who regard him with love and respect. And when I arrive here, all I see is Wu, for all its advantages, cowering beneath the shadow of Cao Cao, considering no option but surrender. No matter how many talented officers you assemble, or how well you govern your people, that cowardice makes all of Wu far weaker than Liu Bei alone.
All Liu Bei does is flee from battle to battle. He fled from Ji, he fled from Yo, and from Shu as well. He certainly has more courage than most, but only the foolhardy charge into battle without the strength to prevail. So, tell us, Lord Zhuge Liang, are we to assume that you have discovered a way to defeat such a massive force?
Yes. I came here knowing that if we fight alongside Wu in this battle, there is a way for us to win. But If the mere thought of having to face a powerful enemy has robbed you of the will to fight, I'll just have to come up with a new plan. Lord Sun Quan, I highly suggest you carefully consider your circumstances and your ability to lead.
Now look here.
I understand the doubts of Cao Cao and the others very well. Lu Su and Lord Zhuge Liang have also made a strong case. We will end the discussion here for the time being. I need some time to gather my thoughts on what has been said. This is terrible. I'm a complete failure.
What do you mean by that?
My father laid the foundations, and my brother built Wu into the kingdom it is today. And yet I can't even muster up the courage to defend it. The shame that I feel is overwhelming. I know full well that we must fight. Yet, I can't help but realize how little chance we have of winning. War is crucial to the survival of the kingdom. But we should not fight battles we cannot win. This is a basic principle of warfare.
That is true. Lord Cao Cao was not by any means mistaken in his reasoning. If both sides are correct in their own way, then all that is left is for you to make your choice.
Surrender and be trampled upon, or fight and face certain defeat. I don't exactly have the best options to choose from.
Where did you get the idea that those were the only two paths? I think you should choose the third path. That is to say, you should bravely take the field, win the battle, and protect all that you hold dear. Is this not also what you had in mind, Lord Zhou Yu?
Zhou Yu, you have returned.
Yes, I've only just arrived. I'm a bit later than I had planned. But Lord Cao Cao and the others sure were grumbling up a storm. Zhuge Liang must have really caused a commotion at the meeting.
Perhaps his words were a little too bitter for them to stomach.
He must have thought that such an approach would be the only thing that could bring Wu to its senses. But Zhuge Liang's words were not meant to merely aggravate or inspire. I think he may actually believe that we can win. He plans to lead Liu Bei to victory, even if it means wringing every last bit of strength out of Wu. He would not have voiced his discontent so strongly without firm conviction. They are fully committed to this fight. We must make use of that. My lord, I speak to you now as a loyal retainer of the House of Sun. I have prepared a secret strategy that will ensure Cao Cao's defeat, but this plan cannot work unless we are able to use Liu Bei's forces. With my plan and the brave warriors in our ranks, we can protect the lives of our people, the domain of Wu, and everything we hold dear.
But this matter has divided us into two separate factions. What can I possibly do to convince everyone to unite as one? Even the soundest strategy is meaningless without the will to fight.
I will explain to them that there is a path to victory, and then I will urge them to reconsider. And if that isn't enough to inspire them to take action, well, we'll just have to appeal to their hearts instead of their minds.
Now even Lord Zhou Yu is insisting that we risk our lives in defiance. And just how do you plan on defeating an army of that size?
The size of Cao Cao's army certainly makes it a force to be reckoned with. But numbers can be deceiving. We must first compare the strengths and weaknesses of both sides. Our disadvantage lies primarily in our inferior numbers. But what do we have that we could use to our advantage?
The enemy is far from home, and they are also poorly trained. Most importantly, long boat journeys tend to bring sickness and fatigue.
Precisely so. And that's why we will fight them on the banks of Jing. No matter how imposing a force may be on land, On water, they become a mere jumble of poorly trained soldiers.
You have a point. Well, even a huge army makes for easy prey if its movements are sluggish.
As they will be slow to maneuver, all we need is a strategy to wipe them out before they have time to escape. What we will do is burn their entire fleet to ashes.
So we're to rely on nothing but unconventional tactics and sheer luck? Even if your fire attack were to succeed, how do you know we can win?
War is of course unpredictable, and I do not claim to have the ability to know the outcome of a battle before it is fought. But to consider no outcome but defeat before even taking the field, how is that any different than losing the battle before it even begins? Now, allow me to ask you all in plain words. Which path will you choose? Will you abandon the kingdom of Wu to live carefree lives without ambition? It is true that taking such a path may prolong your lives. You may even live long enough to reclaim your land and pride. But we would not be the ones to fight and die for the cause. That task would fall to none but our own children. Lord Sun Jian, Sun Ce, and all our forefathers. What would they think? Could you justify that choice to them? If you have even one small shred of pride left as retainers of the Sun clan, as the people of Wu, you will rise up, draw your weapons, and fight with all of your strength!
He's right! We must be the ones to protect Wu, no matter how powerful the enemy may be.
You can count me in. I'll honor my ancestors by fighting to the very end, so that my father and Ce can look down on me with pride.
Those who wish to surrender should do so. That is, if there are any among us that don't mind licking the boots of our enemies.
So we have no option but to fight. However...
This discussion is now over. This is a fight for our lives. A fight for all of the people of Wu, past, present, and future. We must defeat Cao Cao's forces once and for all!
No, I am content with this decision. I was just collecting my thoughts, that's all. Where will this path lead the kingdom of Wu?
Ah, interesting. They didn't do the table cutting.
Until this point. I'm sure this will be no different.
Apparently a famous scene where he cuts the corner of a table with his sword.
Everyone says that damn Cao Cao is going to rule this land.
Well, unfortunately, it was all left to show you.
I have such admiration for this kingdom. I'm sure in most kingdoms the leader gives orders from on high and everyone must obey. But not here. In Wu, no one is forced to serve blindly. We debate the merits of each choice and decide together. Yes, it's one of the things that I like most about our kingdom. But even so, it is very hard to get everyone to agree. I wonder how that last meeting would have gone without Zhou Yu and the others. If my father and brother were still alive to see how much Wu and I have changed, I wonder what they would say. Once gone, the dead can never come back to life. Yet, I can't help but wish I had the chance to show them. All that aside, it would be truly pathetic if we were to lose this war, given everything that's happened. I'm counting on you. We will use the unique strength of each of our soldiers to the fullest to achieve victory.
Lord Peng Tong, I know you're in there. Today's the day you're going to hear what I have to say.
Good grief! How's a man to relax with lords of the land barging in uninvited? I am a humble man of little consequence. It doesn't matter how many times you come here. Your problems are none of my concern.
Yes, I know what kind of man you are. But I have a reason for being so persistent in soliciting you to join our side. Lord Peng Tong, your help will be essential to bringing Wu closer to victory. Wu's victory will ensure the safety of the people of Jiangdong, which will in turn make it possible to protect the people of Jing.
Is this your attempt to convince me? Sorry to disappoint, but that won't work on me. All life is precious, but it's not my battle to fight.
I see. Then you have forced my hand. I shall have to rely on my last resort.
Last resort? Well, I'll be damned. So they've got you doing their dirty work for them, have they?
I understand you are good friends with Lord Pang Tong. Please put in a good word for us with him.
I almost feel guilty for causing you to be dragged out here. Oh, if it were anyone but you. I don't think I could ever bring myself to refuse if it meant damaging your reputation.
God, the bromance is insane.
Wu's leaders are a sinister bunch, aren't they? Fine, I'll help. But just this once.
Lord Pang Tong!
But don't expect me to swear fealty or anything like that. I'm going to do things my way, no matter what.
Interesting that they're forcing a lot of story to set up Chibi.
Alongside famous officers and generals, it's truly an honor.
Sorry to bring you here so late. In the coming battle against Cao Cao, I will need you to play a central role. There is a crucial factor which must go in our favor. I want you to ensure that it does. We were afraid to say it in front of the others, but executing this strategy will be about as difficult as threading a needle on horseback.
Cao Cao is not an enemy that can be defeated without a great deal of luck. Or perhaps even a miracle.
We intend to overwhelm Cao Cao's massive army with fire. But simply starting the fires won't be enough for the plan to work.
At this time of year, the winds of the Yangtze River Basin blow from the west and the north. Cao Cao's forces are attacking from the north, so their ranks extend in the same direction. The wind will blow out our fires before they can spread.
Of course, Cao Cao is well aware of this, and likely plans to position himself to our north. But the peasantry of Jing have informed us that there is a place where the wind blows from the south for a short period at this time of year.
It's good they mentioned that because Cao Cao wasn't caught out by surprise. He did know about their plans.
Chibi. They say there are times at night when a southerly wind blows down the cliffs on the southern coast.
We want to take advantage of that brief gust of wind. We'll only get one chance, so we must not waste it. You have a technique for predicting the wind, do you not?
To give this plan any chance of success, we are going to need that technique of yours.
I knew we could rely on you. We will of course be doing all we can as well, but with your abilities, we will have a solid chance to prevail. We have you with us now. Your presence here may just be yet another gift from fate. Our fate will be decided at Chibi. We will defeat them if all goes according to plan, but everything depends on us engaging them at that precise location. So in this battle, we will repel the enemy vanguard and lead their main formation to Chibi. I want you all to act as if the final battle has already begun. Proceed with all due caution. Now the battle begins.
Wow, this really makes me want to watch that John Woo movie, Red Cliffs. That was Sanjiangkou. Okay. That is not Chibi. Not what I thought this would be. Okay, Battle of Sanjiangkou, Sun Quan's forces versus Cao Cao's. Wu has chosen to battle Cao Cao for the sake of its future, repel the enemy vanguard, and claim an early victory. Okay, he's doing some pre-battles.
Chibi. If everything goes according to Zhou Yu's plan, we might be able to win. But this is Cao Cao we're going up against here. I suspect he will bring even more troops than we expect. And I'm sure he'll have defectors from Jing advising him as well. We'll be in for a brutal battle if we underestimate them.
You're right. But I can promise you that we will do everything in our power to prevent that from happening. It's good to see you again so soon. Lord Ling Tong, I believe this is my first time meeting you. We've only just arrived a moment ago. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank Lord Sun Quan properly.
By the way, I saw your troops training, and I am very impressed. Wu is renowned for his navy, but I've never before witnessed such skill.
We've lived our whole lives by the Yangtze River. I don't think there's any force that can match our skill in naval combat.
Is that so? Well, skill is one thing, but wouldn't you say you're a little short on soldiers?
You mean you didn't know that before coming? That's really not something to be complaining about just before a battle.
Forgive him, Lord Ling Tong. He did not mean to imply that we do not believe in your army's ability to win. But we have faced Lord Cao Cao many times. We are keenly aware how difficult his forces can be to defeat, even under the best of circumstances.
There's nothing to worry about. Numbers aren't everything in battle. Haven't you been fighting long enough to know that? I would have thought it's obvious. Well, just you watch. We'll prove it, once and for all.
You only just joined our side. Don't act like you know everything.
I fought in a lot more battles than you, so I'll say whatever I think needs to be said.
Oh?
What? You got a problem with that?
Wu has such reliable and brave officers in its ranks. This has been true since the days of Lord Sun Jian, but now even more so. I am sure this is all the result of Lord Sun Ce and Lord Sun Quan doing their best to follow in their father's footsteps. You found a great lord to serve. As a friend, I couldn't be happier for you. Well, sorry for interrupting your discussion. We'll be on our way now.
Then make sure you tell them as much.
Yes, sir.
I didn't expect to see you here. Did you need something from me? Oh, were you wondering about that soldier? He's one of mine. He comes from the Shan Yue. But forget about me. It's almost time to head for the battlefield. You'd best get yourself ready before it's too late.
Did you notice anything unusual about Lord Huanggai just now? To tell you the truth, we've been hearing some very disturbing rumors lately. Someone might be leaking our plans to Cao Cao's forces. I do not wish to accuse him of such a thing, but...
It's pretty impressive. They're laying a lot of groundwork for this coming battle. We must defeat Cao Cao's massive army at Chibi, and we must devise a plan to do so. I ask that you listen closely. Okay, Cao Cao's forces have taken Jing province and advanced south, reaching the Yangtze. Their ships are numerous enough to hide the waters from view.
Now then.
We'll begin by eliminating their forward forces here. This will draw their attention and lure them into a battle at Chibi. The detachment is led by Kai Mao, an officer from Jing province we have faced numerous times. Cao Cao clearly intends to use the Jing navy as his vanguard. Even at sea, he hopes to deploy his greatest soldiers against us. Lord Sun Quan will lead our forces. Our navy is at his command. Do not let him come to harm. No. We will not claim victory over the Cao Cao's forces in the coming battles without our dear Zhou Yu. Be sure to keep him safe as well.
Yes.
I'm honored by your concern, my lord. Now, Allow me to explain our plan. Gang Ning will take the vanguard as a former officer of Jing province and a capable naval combatant. He was a natural choice for the position.
Very good.
Hey, Mr. Cranky, how are you doing? Good day to you? I'll get the job done, and that's a promise. Given what I owe, it's the least I can do. Well, at least you're enthusiastic, so, Lord Zhou, how about those of us not in the vanguard? The rest of us, well, you will focus on repelling the enemy offensive. As you keep them at bay, Gang Ning will lead his ships in an attack. And when the enemy turns their attention to his fleet, we will launch an additional ship manned with elite soldiers from the east. This ship will circle around to take the enemy's rear. This multi-pronged attack will demoralize the enemy and confuse the leadership. This is our plan. However, there's something I would like to caution you all about. As of very recently, we have reason to believe that our movements are being leaked to the enemy. Take note of any suspicious activity around you. Very good, Zhou. These next few battles will decide the fate of Wu. Use your wits and courage to ensure that we emerge victorious. Okay, well, I think everything's set as the same. That's preparations. Yeah, I've got no complaints there. And we are all in the same place. So, doesn't matter who I pick.
It is I, Sun Shangshang, the Bow Maiden.
Don't let me down now. For us to be victorious at Shibi, it is essential that we win here. Proud soldiers of Wu, let us use all of our wit and courage to secure a victory.
So let me see if I can remember if I can play this game.
Repel their attacks.
It's been 2 weeks.
Exciting to be facing the greatest army in the land. Then, get ready to charge straight into their ranks.
Alright, that's
The
one.
enemy officer has been defeated.
Got a metaphor in the brain. I keep trying to dash. Right, that's another one. Good.
I shall return after reviewing my strategy.
Superb. You never fail to impress me with your feats.
Take that. Here we go. Let's get serious. Hear the bells and tremble. Gang Ning stands before you.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Okay, we're doing alright.
Take them down myself.
The enemy offensive has been repelled. Has been defeated. Advance with the ships. We will make this battle ours. Have the main army attack from the front to get their attention. Our detachment will circumvent the battlefield to strike from behind.
Commence the advance. Our preparations are now complete. Let us set sail.
No, don't run away. Don't run away.
Do not forget about the Western Front. Use this opportunity to push further.
No.
Begin the advance. Let's go.
Oh dear. You have a problem. I have that problem with Elden Ring and Metaphor dodging and interacting. Yeah.
Do not let them get close.
So I keep thinking I'm in town in Metaphor at the moment. I keep trying to dodge forwards.
Get ready. Brace yourselves, or we will reach the enemy ships soon enough. And open
I mean, I suppose there's an argument that I should really concentrate on one game at a time.
The enemy officer, so it was true, has been defeated. The soldiers of Wu excel at naval warfare.
You're working today, Mr. Cranky.
And break their morale.
This is it.
I see Gan Ning is making an impact. We need to use this momentum to our advantage.
He was simply charging ahead mindlessly. Didn't even pay him any heed.
You dodged a few fists in Elden Ring.
Let's cause some chaos.
I've not made such a deadly mistake in this game yet, luckily. Probably more deaths than that, than actual fights.
You are the keystone of our navy, Lord
Oh yes, what happened? I was actually trying to find you earlier.
I will take the troops of the Central Plains and demonstrate their
I thought, this prank will be on. And then I noticed that you were on, but you weren't anymore.
We've gotten their attention. Tell the detachments to move out. Send their ships out from the east.
Go on. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
We'll make sure they don't notice our advance. Being inconspicuous is our specialty, after all.
Ling, I'm here to help.
Is this what Cao Cao's army is made of? How disappointing!
John Ling, the scoundrel who betrayed Quans. Surround and overpower him. My strength is not enough.
The battle is more intense than I anticipated. But I will continue to fight without complaint.
It's a stalemate. We need to find a way to get on top.
I'm gonna pause that because my guys are dying. But yeah, first cup of coffee of the day, and still salty about earlier. ISB just said no more internet for you. That's a bit lame. So after about 2 hours, I was basically told to go to bed. That's a bit lame because it cuts into your relax time as well.
Has been defeated.
Take this.
How's your internet on your phone? Luckily, I've managed to find a cheap, unlimited download for my phone internet. Where are you, Joey?
Showing off like that. Does he really think we'll allow him to show us up?
Well, where is my commander?
March! Begin the advance! Looking rough. There we go! I did not think I'd need to...
Well, one mini boss and one big boss to go till the end of the game. Oh, phone's alright. I have unlimited internet. Paid for a business line. Okay, so sometimes what I do is I tether my phone to my internet. Or tether my phone to my console if I need to. There's occasional when Virgin's being a pain in the butt.
We've come. There is little to worry about with your presence here.
Come, I, Quan, shall take you on! I must accept my fate. Bear witness to my battle.
Oh my god.
I knew you'd come to give me a hand. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated. An opening.
Where'd he go?
Let's go.
Oh, is that my commander? It is my commander. Hello. Why are you not moving? Where is he?
Okay, that takes care of that. Let us march on.
They just don't make enemy officers like they used to.
Advance! All of you, follow me! Let's march!
Bear witness to my power.
Thank you. Hits in.
There we
go. Got this.
Ooh, thank God I wasn't too greedy there. You gits just drop.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Ooh. Could do it, but yeah, just near the end of the game, an hour to go. Don't really like the... Okay, that's fair.
From this position, we can strike their strongholds from the rear. Launch the ships. Begin the advance.
Oh, I just got him, Fidelio. Don't think I've had a chance to talk to you about where I am in the game. Yeah, we just concluded everything, and Fidelio has joined our party. There's a really odd scene about his brother Del. He just shows up near the end, like, is that your imagination? I'm sort of taking it as that it's his imagination.
I challenge you to battle.
You ought to quit charging into things. It's dangerous, you know. The end is nigh for you, soldiers of Cao Cao. I will teach you the meaning of fear.
What the? Enemies from the north!
Let's get
Oh.
strength. It's not enough.
Alright, where are you, Zhou? How are you struggling so much?
Fortune smiles on us. Go! Go! And attack them as one!
And he's down there.
I can't.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Looks like the battle is in our
Still.
favor.
The enemy officer.
We can now face them without worry.
We cannot leave our allies in peril. We must assist them.
Right, where are you, Zhou?
Take this.
Oh my god, it's so confusing.
Proper strategy is the quickest way to victory.
Found you.
You've come.
Oh my
There is
god.
little to worry about with your presence.
Were you really struggling against an old man with no
The
name?
enemy officer has been defeated.
But yeah, those cool characters. I just feel like they're getting the hard treatment in Persona 5. The Haru treatment in Persona 5. Just introduced this playable characters that too late in the game. Well, I just got them. I don't know how late in the game I am. I just got to Churchtown. Yeah, to be fair, I've not actually used them yet. That is true. I do still have to set them up. I still haven't really done much with Yuka or Juna yet.
You won't soon forget this. Bear witness to my power.
Just pure physical. What's his archetype again? I saw it. It was like some sort of brawl type with an axe, but I didn't know exactly what it did. You stop running away. You are Zhang Liao, mighty general. Take that as well.
The enemy
Got it.
officer has been defeated.
Oh my god. You're running away.
I must say, this was not the outcome I had anticipated. Seems I'll have to do this myself.
Ah, berserk. Cool. What's happening? What's happening? Oh god, this is just...
I appreciate the assistance. I will atone for my failures in the battles ahead.
No need to thank
General
me.
down.
Enemy officer.
For it is my job to oversee you.
Got this.
You are not going to like the outcome of this encounter.
Face me.
My god.
Cornered Sai Mao. I will take care of him.
That was angry out. That's you down.
The enemy officer. I shall pull back for now. However, we shall meet in battle again.
Going down.
Enemy officer has been defeated.
Just don't make enemy officers like they used to.
He's forced into fist weapons and can't block that.
Take this. Bear witness to my power.
Things have taken a turn for the worse. I must think of something quickly. You've rushed in at my time of need. I shall never forget this.
Sanjiang, where are you aiming?
Let's end this.
I can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I had not expected such fierce resistance. We have been well and truly beaten.
Oh, Lord Sai Mao, I will keep these troops busy.
What? Did he just let Lord Sai Mao go? It looks like they were talking. Could it be?
He's forced into fist weapons and
in this first
Fighter
battle,
and Knight, I believe.
but the next
So
will be the decisive
full
one.
base melee with a little
counting
bit
on your
of healing
efforts.
and wind.
Let us head to
With offensive
GB,
and defensive
where our
buffs.
fate will be decided.
Oh, what's that? Okay. Royal Berserker, level 1. Cool. I need to use him actually. To mind you, I've not had the chance yet. What just happened here? Speaking of fists, that's for myself. Okay, that's fair. You just gave him the archive experience item. Okay. I did that recently when I was forced to fight with Yufa alone. I did a lot of leveling just to get some archetypes up in there, so I had 2 characters that can be usable with each other. I don't remember if you were there or not. Oh, it might have been the Sunday I did that.
Well, Zhou Yu's plan worked just as expected. Cao Cao's forces could barely move out there. They ended up sinking like rocks.
Don't get too overconfident, or it might be you sinking next time.
As if I never let that happen.
You two spend every free moment arguing with each other.
Max level. Level 18 all around. Well, I don't know. That's not max level. You still got a bit. Yes, you still got a bar.
If you have time to be spouting nonsense, you should use it to prepare for the coming battle.
Yeah, I got it. By the way, where's Huang Gai?
Level 74 for Basilio.
How am I supposed to know? Lord Handong, do you have any ideas?
Huang Gai? Well, he did allow that enemy officer to get away in the last battle. So maybe he doesn't feel like he has the right to celebrate our victory.
I wouldn't worry about him. Besides, We should be getting back.
Yeah, doesn't suspect anything at all.
From what I have gathered, after fleeing the battlefield, Sai Mao was suspected to be a spy and was summarily executed by Cao Cao.
I see. Good work. You may leave.
Sir.
I will make this clear. In the last battle, we were in communication with the enemy officer, Sai Mao. We had planned from the beginning to engage the enemy forces, then wait for the right moment to steal him away from the battle.
Did you really? I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
It is said that to fool the enemy, you must first fool your allies. The only ones who knew about this plan were me, Lord Sun Quan, and Lord Huang Gai, who we had entrusted with the task of contacting Sai Mao. So, Lord Huang Gai, how exactly did Cao Cao become aware of Sai Mao's betrayal? Let me be very clear with you. Lord Huang Gai, I consider you to be the primary suspect in this case.
Wait, Zhou Yu. Why do you believe Huang Gai would do such a thing?
If he has a reason, there is no one who wants to hear it more than me. But I think recent events tell us everything we need to know. Looking back on it now, Lord Huang Gai has acted suspiciously on several occasions recently. He expressed his displeasure with Lord Sun Quan's leadership every chance he had, and treated the Shen Yue the way a king would treat his army. Your heart has strayed from the path of Wu. That is the only conclusion I can draw from all of this, Lord Huang Gai.
Hey, Huang Gai?
Oh, the camera panned away. They do look very similar. It's pretty hilarious.
I always wondered, what was it that Lord Sun Jian had that I did not? If my ancestors had not been driven from their position of power, would I not be the one to rule Jiangdong? And just when I'd had my fill of taking orders from an impotent runt, I discovered a people of my own who treated me with respect I deserve. What's more, Lord Cao Cao has promised to protect my people and grant me dominion over all of the lands of the Shan Yue. What reason could I possibly have to reject such an offer? Tell me, Zhou Yu.
Lord Huang Gai, you are no longer the man who brought me back from the brink of despair after Sun Ce's death. I think it is safe for us to assume as much. Someone execute this traitor in—
Lord Zhou Yu, please wait. We are on the edge of a great and decisive battle. Executing Lord Huang Gai now would have dire consequences.
We may be certain of Huang Gai's intent to rebel, but there still is no evidence that he acted on it.
Yeah, so give it some time. For our sake.
Treating such offenses lightly is a crime all its own. However, punishing a man of merit is bound to lower morale among the troops. Give him the lash and lock him away. His fate will be decided after the battle.
I'm liking the setup they're putting into this game. They've actually bothered, which is quite nice. Not just some blurb. And they've given the game more cutscene as well. The dude hates video game stories, but is a really good mechanical player. The only lore he knows inside out is Three Kingdoms, so when he just randomly starts talking about Three Kingdoms, the Handanga modes of him get spammed. It's a very good story. If you're interested in reading novels, there is a romanticized version that is also an abridged version. I think the full text is like 7 books, but you can get one book that's about 500-600 pages, and it will cover all the key points of the story, and it's really, really interesting. It takes place from really early on, up until now. Like, for example, here, they talk about this quite a lot because this was an upcoming very pivotal battle. And they're basically, all this stuff with Huang Gai is not quite how the story describes it, but they're getting the key point here. He was whipped. He was, discontent was sowing along the ranks before the key battle at Chibi. I shan't say what happens because just in case people are watching and actually care.
Hey, do you think that's how Huang Gai really feels? I just can't bring myself to believe it. He has been a great companion to us all since the days of Lord Sun Jian. Somehow I can't see him growing so arrogant and turning traitor just because the Shen Yue showed him a little respect.
I don't want to believe it either. But now that he has to put those intentions into words, no amount of testimony from us could ever prove his innocence.
You're probably right. But I still trust him. We've been together too long for me to give up on him now.
Oh, you mean like a...
Ah, it's you.
Like a optional battle?
I have nothing more to say on the matter. Even to you, I'm afraid. We cannot lose this battle. The survival of Wu is at stake. It's best that we minimize such grief if we can. Ever since we were children, Sun Ce was a dear friend. I followed him around for nearly my entire life. We played together, we fought together, and we swore to build this kingdom together. I thought that standing behind him in support was my purpose. I always believed it would be that way, until the day I died. But now I am here, leading the vanguard of the Sun clan. I must be the one to clear a path forward for my lord. No matter what it takes, no matter how lonely I may become, But there are times when that oath starts to feel far too heavy to bear. Listen to me whine. I'm sorry. Push this conversation from your mind. Tomorrow, we will join forces with my lord and take our positions at Chibi. The final battle is upon us at last. You should rest early tonight. If you're fully prepared, there will be no room for regret.
You know what, Mr. Frankie? The end of the game is coming up, I think. I've not written my thoughts down. Don't even have my notes on hand. You make a very good point, though. So you're thinking more might be the secret boss? It's not bad. You might get all his memory, go insane, and actually start fighting us.
How dull.
Right.
Cao Cao's forces?
That's pretty.
we confront Cao Cao in a battle that will decide our future!
We prepared as best we can. All that's left is for us to believe in each other and fight through to the end.
Hold your heads high! This is a fight we will win!
Cao Cao's forces seem to have responded to their defeat by changing their formation. They have linked their ships together into a solid platform, which will enable them to fight as if they are on land. I suppose such quick decision-making is to be expected from the ruler of the Central Plains.
But this time, those quick wits of his will be the cause of his downfall. Pang Tong's abilities have proven to be very impressive indeed. For one so reluctant to join us, he has greatly exceeded expectations.
Lord Pang Tong was tasked with infiltrating the enemy ranks to offer a proposal to Cao Cao. A plan to prevent his ships from rocking, that is.
A fire attack against a scattered fleet would give the flames no path to spread, rendering it largely ineffective. Having their vessels clustered together and bound by chains will make the fire much more devastating.
In short, Lord Pang Tong's scheme is but the first step in our greater plan to defeat Cao Cao's army.
The chain stratagem, implemented by connecting several plans together in order.
Still, we must keep in mind that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
And for that reason, we cannot abide even a single failure.
Lord Zhou, I have urgent news. Lord Huang Gai has disappeared from the prison.
What?
The officers we captured in the last battle are also nowhere to be found. We suspect they may have helped him escape.
Damn. So he really has defected to Cao Cao's forces. Lord Zhou, what are your orders?
There is nothing we can do about it now. We have no choice but to accept this state of affairs. But with Lord Huang Gai under the command of Cao Cao, we now have to assume that the enemy knows our secrets, including the plan for this battle.
Lord Zhou, how can you be so calm in the face of all this? If the enemy manages to stop our fire attack...
Yes, that would certainly make our defeat inevitable.
Lord Zhou!
There is no turning back now, Lu Su. The battle has already begun.
Yeah, it took me far too long to find those playlists. My god. But yeah, that's if you don't like reading, that's not a bad series. Unfortunately, it's all in Chinese, so you have to look at the subtitles. But it tells a good comprehensive story of what's happened in a romanticized way. I'll show you. What do you want?
Oh, it's you. Everyone has already left. You won't find anyone here. You ought to prepare for the final battle as well. Or perhaps... you have some business with me? You're always concerned for me, aren't you? This place seems quite large. With just the two of us here, the next battle shall be a significant one indeed. We must win, at all costs. There's no going back now. Our lord is resolute, and everyone is in high spirits. I fear I've asked much of you as well.
Oh, that's Moon Moon. Okay.
Clearly, I have done all I can. And yet, I find I cannot stop myself from shaking. I see. So my reaction is justified then. I instinctively believed I shouldn't feel so rattled. Were Sun Tzu here, I am sure he would laugh away my fears and tell me to savor the occasion. What about you? Does this battle frighten you? How candid of you. Yet, hearing that come from you provides me a measure of calm. This is a good opportunity. There is something I wish to say to you once again. I only overcame the various hardships I encountered thanks to your support from behind the scenes. You were supposed to have left Wu and me on several occasions by now, and yet here you remain. You have my sincere thanks. If we win this battle, Wu will soar to prominence. As such, we will require sturdy wings to maintain our flight. I could think of no one better suited for the task than yourself. I would guide the new Wu along the winds you read, until the day peace is within our grasp.
Oh, hello. That's pretty cool move. It's really expensive though. When you compare it to the standard ones that are 5, and consider how much AoE they do, I still need to work out what mastering any of these do. But hey, I don't know. We're at the end of the game. Let's go through it. Oh yes, Mr. Twanky. So basically my world building, the foundation's been complete and it's now published and all online. And that's the link for it. I've already shared it with some of my friends who are basically going through it at the moment and seeing what they can make character-wise and where they want to start. But yes, it's a good series, the one. And Moon, he's the guy who had that drama, didn't he? With a lady, I believe? I think? And was it between him and Asmongold? Or something along those lines? Battle of Chibi, Coalition forces versus Cao Cao's forces. Chibi is set as battlefield. All that remains is to fulfill our duties. Defeat Cao Cao and claim victory. Yeah, I thought I recognized him.
The wind's starting to pick up. In this battle, we will have only a very brief moment of favorable wind that will allow us to set the enemy's ships ablaze. As soon as we see signs of the wind changing, we'll mobilize our troops. This means that it falls on you to decide when we head for the front. Has the wind shown any sign of changing? Good. I trust your intuition. The southerly wind of Jing shall carry us to victory. Let's begin.
Yeah, it's a shame. Like, I was talking to this with a few friends. If you're not happy anymore with a marriage, just call it quits there, cut it all off, be formal about it. Even if you are in the process of divorce and saying you want to see someone else, be honest about it and just call it quits there. All this drama is completely unnecessary. So, I was actually talking about this as well in some context. Like, today people have a lot of pressure with social norms. Like, you're supposed to be married by a certain point. You're supposed to see someone by a certain point. Like, even my own family, they're sort of like asking me to hurry up and go find myself another girl. And it's like, I'm in no rush for it myself. I don't need to find myself another girl. I just want to enjoy some peace and enjoy my stability as a single life man right now for a little bit before I dive into more obligations. Yeah, it's a shame people can't be honest about that, and some people take these social pressures, get married, not happy, waste like 5, 6, maybe 10 years of their life and something they're not happy with, and then that all goes to pot. Yeah. Very odd. Us modern creatures. She married the dude due to financial benefits. Didn't call it a real marriage, but Moon was just like that. Oh, okay, she was a gold digger. At least he called it for what it is. It's an interesting way of it's an interesting way of looking at it, but it's also a very shallow way of looking at it. Like, was it worth it? Like, just because you can't control your pants? Don't know. People might think I'm just taking the high ground here, but hey ho. Control your pants and be a gent. The enemy currently has a massive fleet on the river. In terms of numbers alone, our alliance does not stand a chance. However, Lord Zhuge Liang and I have a plan to win. We will use fire to send the enemy running and put an end to Cao Cao's ambition. We are an alliance of Wu and Lord Liu Bei's forces. This means both Lord Sun Quan and Lord Liu Bei must be protected. Yes. I do spare a thought for Lord Zhou Yu and myself, as this cannot be won without our strategy. The key of our fire attack is the direction of the wind. We must wait until the northern winds turn towards the southeast. And this battle begins, the enemy's assault will be fierce and unyielding. But this plan will not work unless you can stop their advance. Hold your ground. Should you encounter the traitor among them, do not hesitate. Consider it an opportunity to remedy that concern. Meanwhile, I will pray for the winds to change. I would ask for someone to guard me as I perform prayer. Turning to prayers like this for success seems unlike you, but there must be some greater reason for this, no? Yes. That's very astute of you, Lord Lu Su. The reasons for this ruse are twofold. First is to serve as a decoy. When the enemy sees the sleeping dragon acting in such an unexpected way on the field, it will draw their attention. They must be confused as to why we chose to stand and fight. It seems like a battle set for us to lose. They are surely concerned that we are up to something nefarious, and will send soldiers to hinder me. Secondly, it allows me to send a signal when the fires are to be lit. The prayer area is on high ground and offers a view of the whole battlefield. Once the altar is ablaze, I will light up the night with its bright flames, making it an unmistakable signal. And that will be the hidden troops. And that will tell the hidden troops it's time to launch their fire attack. Do you mind? As for figuring out the exact timing, that will be your job, Wanderer. Wanderer, you are to read the winds. When the time is right, launch a fire arrow high above the battlefield. It will be done. We're counting at you. The outcome of this battle depends on your sight.
Thank you.
Good work. Lord Zhou Yu, Lord Zhuge Liang, and Wanderer. We're all depending on you. Stand by your allies, trust in them, and do what must be done. We can do that. If we can do that, victory will be ours. This is an alliance that will go down in history, and we will win. I'm sure of it. I heard some automods. Allow. The automod is there purely to stop the bots from attacking me. Yeah, he was of course going through. He was going through a divorce. He was married. Still for a cheater. Oh god, did that get blocked? So he felt like it was worth it if he is embarrassed that everyone got to read his. Okay. So him finally having sex and his views is the running joke. At least I got some. Fair on him. I mean, that's the danger of becoming a streamer, isn't it? And getting involved in all this nonsense.
It is I, Sun Shang, the Bow Maiden.
Don't let me down now.
Okay, let's finish this game.
We've done all that we can. Now, we must support each other and fight our way through. Show them your mettle. This battle
is ours for the taking!
All of my plans depend on this decisive battle. Each and every one of you must carry out your duties, so that we may claim a crushing victory. First, we shall send ships from our flanks to attack the enemy. When the time is right, we shall cut our way into their base from the front.
Start the advance!
So far, this is a very cool setup.
Strengthen your guard. Repel the hostile offensive.
As long as we hold firm, our chance of victory remains. Hold formation and stay on the defensive.
Let's go.
Okay, use eyes to control the wind, read the wind, and give the signal when you change direction. Now, how do you give the signal though? Oh, okay, so that's the wind. I just need to wait for that to change direction. But where is the signal? How do I give it?
We can't let them
it's just
take this position.
I must hold it!
We must not let them reach land. Loose arrows at will!
Get ready to be brought down.
Gotcha.
Can't believe this.
There's another one.
Has been defeated.
Bear witness to my power.
Good eye.
Another one down.
Has been defeated.
Hey, Sang Liao.
You will not let anyone through. Come at us with all you have.
Look at my morale. My god. How is anyone supposed to hold the front line of that sort of morale? Oh no, 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 no. Gotcha. Okay, that's my dodge. Okay, calm down.
I'm not going to like the outcome of this encounter. Take this. Concentrate. All my might.
It's almost down. Okay, cool.
The enemy officer.
I shall pull back for now.
However,
we shall meet in battle again.
Eugen's another famous officer, my god.
My strength was not enough. Let's get serious. Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Everything is going well so far. I'd say it's just about time to land another blow. Begin the advance. All my might.
Damn. When did they get behind us? This just became a lot more complicated.
Got this. Let's get serious.
Ooh, this is going to be a tough fight, I think. Look at that. I barely had any time to clear this flank, and I'm just surrounded already.
The enemy is formidable.
Those precious he's fallen.
Time to end this. Failed.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Right, that's one flank secured.
Now I must pull back.
A retreat would be the best option right now.
We may not be able to make it through this.
You being pain, come on.
My power alone is insufficient for a comeback.
It's time. I'm heading for the altar.
That white fan, his appearance. That must be the sleeping dragon, Zhuge Liang. As long as he lives, he is sure to be a thorn in our side. March forward!
As expected, you have bared your fangs at me. This is in line with my predictions.
We must maintain a constant barrage of arrows. Keep the enemy reinforcements at bay to protect our archers.
Being a pain, and just what? Thank you.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The wind is still pain. You, come back. Come back, come back. Where do you think you'll go?
Take this.
Where did I go wrong?
The enemy officer
Things don't look
has
too
been
good.
defeated. I will now begin the prayer. We must distract the enemy while carrying out the most vital part of the plan. I know this will be hard, but I am counting on you all.
Losing Lord Zhuge Liang means losing this battle. Guard him with your lives!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
No way. I'm gonna lose?
Now is our chance to press the attack and take victory for ourselves. Advance the fleet. These ships, Wu is ours for the taking.
So they've arrived. Still, it's not yet time. We have to endure their assault for now.
I won't give up. Not while I still draw breath.
How am I getting cornered? Seriously?
Take that! All my might!
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Where is Zhuge Liang? He is in the middle of all that. So I have a choice. I can quickly deal at E and then go down to Zhuge Liang, but will it be too late by then? Let's do it.
Amazing! You are a swift and deadly warrior.
My skills were not enough.
He
I
fell.
must fall back.
Right. You gonna open? No. Horse.
Commence the advance. Annihilate the enemy with our fleet. Now advance!
Now this is what I call intense. I'm all fired up. You have gone down the wrong path, so I shall show you no mercy. Get out of my sight if you wish to live. Commence the advance.
The Quans guy? I can't believe it. He really defected from Wu.
I lacked the foresight to predict his betrayal. I shall take responsibility for this failure and stop him here. Now, advance!
So you've come. Sure you. At this point, there is nothing left to say.
Indeed, our blades shall do the talking.
Got this.
I would be honored if I could test my skills against you.
All my might.
Here's the resistance is futile.
The enemy officer has been
This bit I should be okay.
Quickly, lend us a hand.
Take this. Take this. Time to act. Let's get serious.
So we have a duel then. Be warned. I shall not hold back.
to the altar room. Please eliminate them at once.
I did kill 2 people.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
Have you sensed any changes in the winds yet? If you sense a change while nearby, you needn't inform me. Simply light the fire on the altar yourself.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Actually, no, that has changed. No, it's still the same direction.
This appears to be as far as we go.
Use my power.
All my might.
Take this. Take this.
Take this. This is tough. No
Just
matter how you slice.
such
The enemy
a
officer
clusterfuck.
has been defeated.
Looking rough.
This appears to be as far as we go.
Take this.
Wind has still been in the same direction this entire time.
Bear witness to my power.
Take this!
All my might.
Looking rough. Let's go.
Everyone is holding up well, but Cao Cao's forces still have the edge. There's no chance to turn the tide till they come soon. Let's get serious.
An opening.
An open air witness.
Thank God.
Our archers on the western front have been wiped out. What chance do we have of stopping them now?
My strength. The enemy officer has been defeated.
How could I be beaten in battle?
This is tough, no matter how you slice it.
We've lost our archers in the east. The enemy's offensive will go on unimpeded now.
Here we go.
We are not giving up. Not here. We keep going.
Are you ready to face me?
This is ridiculous.
Not quite enough, I suppose. Let us fall back.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
Let's get serious.
Looking rough. Looking rough.
And open this up.
We cannot make our move under these circumstances.
Looking rough.
Let's fall back and attempt to regroup.
Got this. This is your end.
So Huang Gai has retreated. Even so, our forces are exhausted. We should fall back and regroup.
Let's get serious.
Stay! My God!
Lining up perfectly. Now, all we need is the wind. The rest is up to you.
What wind?
Looking rough.
We march at once!
Let's go.
Oh, this is bad. If someone doesn't get here fast, we're done for.
Believe in your commander. Forward!
Let's go. Now we march forward.
The enemy officer has been defeated,
so that I may fight again another day.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Go on.
Looking rough. The enemy officer has been defeated.
If you please.
An opening.
Almost at our limits.
Too cocky.
I must retreat.
Take this.
Well, I still
God.
can.
The enemy
Right.
officer
Got the barrage.
has been defeated.
Oh! Oh! I think it's changed.
This is our chance. Now, let the plan lead us down the path to victory.
Oh, the signal.
My God. One hell of a defense.
Ah, a lovely wind. To truly bury Cao Cao's forces in flames, one must strike them from deep within. Who better than I for the task?
I see. Given that you've been willing to oppose even allies in the name of Wu, everyone would find your defection believable. But doing this will result in much grief for you, Lord Huanggai. Are you still willing?
Truth be told, acting the betrayer is more painful than 1,000 lashings, Zhou Yu. However, it is even worse to fail to protect my people. Lord Cao Cao, this is where you and I part ways. So please accept this grand apology! These flames are the roar of ooze! Counterattack!
Oh, what? The fire! It's spreading!
Ooh, instant morale.
Fires with the change in the wind. Liu Bei and Sun Quan must have the heavens on their side.
I wasn't.
The enemy officer
An excellent display of skill. We shall fight again.
We only stand to suffer greater losses the longer we stay here. All units, retreat, post haste.
Can't move, Cao Cao. Retreating straight away.
On even ground, are we? A good opportunity to make our might known.
You've done well to survive. Now, it's time to give them hell! Advance! All might must shape the world to our will! The enemy officer has been defeated.
Even though it was part of the plan, fighting my comrades was agonizing. Now it's finally time to do some damage to Cao Cao's forces.
The ships go up in flames, one after the other. Chaining them together for better footing proved to be our downfall. It was you who suggested this, was it not, Pang Tong? I'd know better, I would say. As far as I go.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Your presumption is on the mark.
My allegiance is with them. Farewell,
The enemy officer.
I hope we can meet again. Someday.
The winds really changed to make the fire attack possible. Lord Zhuge Liang must be some kind of sorcerer. All my might.
So, the enemy officer. I will come to be known not as a strategist, but as a trickster. I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice of my pride for our cause. Well, my part here is done. I must go now to plan for the next battle.
We can launch a counterattack once we reach the other side. For now, focus on retreating and minimizing our losses.
This territory is
I
ours.
will protect Lord Cao Cao no matter what. Neither
Oh,
flame nor
Zhuge, you're
sword
there.
will touch him.
I've not seen you the entire game. I didn't think they made
These
you.
chains were part of the enemy's plan. Then, we'll need to remove them quickly.
Yes, I agree. Preventing further sacrifices is my top priority now.
Oh, no, you don't, guys.
All is not yet lost. Quickly, regroup your units. This is where we make our stand.
They've got quite a lot of survivors still.
Raining down all around us. Let's be careful. We don't want to get trapped.
The fire that burns the very heavens is a manifestation of our will. Cao Cao's days are numbered. Now,
Oh,
advance!
dropped out.
There's no virtue in dying for so little. I shall retreat to fight another day. I suppose things aren't going my way today. Maybe ease next time.
Would you honor me in a duel?
Concentrate. All my might. Turn the tables. Hold here. We need to assess the situation. Take this.
But that's a big battle over there.
The enemy officer
have no choice
has been defeated.
but to retreat.
Take this.
If we don't do something,
The enemy officer
the flames will
has been
consume us
defeated.
all. Victory grows ever further from our reach.
Wind, fire,
That is pretty.
chains. They all came together to form the perfect plan. There's nothing more I can do here. Good. We have the upper hand. Everyone, keep this up.
The future of Wu lies just beyond these flames. We will dash through the fire and claim our victory.
These flames have guided us to victory, and we will not waste this chance. Fight with everything you have.
Tosha sees back who fell early in the battle.
It looks like Cao Cao's forces are gathering on the northern coastline. If we are to face them, we must be prepared. Our fires have backed Cao Cao's army into a corner. This is the final battle. Our wits and bravery will lead us to victory!
Huang Gai, you really had us deceived. And it took some nerve for you to make a fool out of me.
The battle isn't over yet, Lord Cheng. It's time for us to finish this.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself. Bear witness to my power.
Oh, this guy is. Just a guy.
Countering me is the worst
worst thing that could have happened to you.
So what am I going to do with you?
Going on the offensive.
Has been defeated.
Cao Cao, what are you doing? Ow.
I can handle you, no problem.
I won't give you time to ogle.
No chance to rekindle an old relationship. These turbulent times dictate such things.
Got this.
Just one more. I was not that enough to break you. My god. 2. Done. Where's the other one?
Take this. Really? What just happened? Take this. It's shameful.
One thing I could give them a hand on is that the officers are smart and they know when to retreat.
As I thought, the enemy is exhausted.
But trying to get hold of them in this melee is insane.
Fight together.
The enemy officer
Ooh, I need that healing.
has been defeated.
That means I must fall back for now.
Looking rough.
With all my might. Bear witness to my power.
Infested.
The enemy officer
Some more health.
has
I
been
need that
defeated.
too. Yeah, shoot, how did that? I'll kill you. Thank you.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I must try again later.
It's time for our attack. Once the preparations are done, we begin.
Don't change these.
Gotta be quicker.
Where is she? Oh god. Stop changing views, please. I need to run. How am I going to do this? This is really Block that. Another one done. Thank you. Help. Much needed help.
Raise your sword for our kingdom, to bring honor to our ancestors!
You'll do it. Wasn't too much trouble.
Battle is more intense than I anticipated. I will continue to fight without complaint.
God, she's reduced my health already.
It's not over yet. This is quite the embarrassment. I think I'm gonna have to pull back.
Looking rough.
Take this.
Take this.
Nice.
Needing to come to my aid. I
I'm in
guess
real
it's an
pain.
acceptable
Stop running away.
Looking rough. Let's end it.
Let's end this.
Wonderful way to treat a lady, I'm sure.
Let us withdraw. I must fight against the chains of destiny a little longer.
Things have taken a turn for the worse. I must think of something quickly. You've rushed in at my time of need. I shall never forget this.
You are really tough. No, behave. That wasn't enough to beat you.
The enemy officer I can barely hold my weapon anymore.
Awesome.
It's time to call it a day.
How does Cao Cao still have a large force? Where even is Cao Cao? Can't block that. Oh, come on, I dodged that. How does Cao Cao still have a large force? There's no one left. Ooh, run away. Unless there is still an Alexis right now? No, it's just Cao Cao. Apparently Cao Cao is the large force.
Take this. Looking rough. Take this. Take this. Take that.
Come on, break.
Take this.
Don't make me waste my bravery. This is not being really stubborn. There you go.
Take this. We've finally broken their formation. This
Ooh.
is our chance to defeat Cao Cao.
It's right there.
We can't hold them off. But this isn't over. As long as we have the strength and the will to fight.
We'll lend a hand.
Spirit's roused. Oh my god.
Let this battle be the end of us. Fight for your lives. Everything depends on this moment.
Xiao Dun's reappeared. Oh my god.
It's not like this. What is my blade worth if I cannot fight my way out?
Oh my god. Zhang Liao's back as well. Zhang Liao and Xiao Dun are two really terrifying soldiers. No, stop it. Stop changing the camera angle. It's really annoying. I think my best bet is just to focus on Cao Cao. Boon, go mind your own business. You might do it. No, still got a sliver of life left.
Easy. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I cannot fall here. For the sake of every soul who has died in my name, I must flee. I must survive at all costs. I must be ready to do whatever it takes.
Cao Cao has escaped.
On this day, we have protected our home and our pride. Victory is ours! Shout it to the heavens!
This victory may appear as a miracle to some, but it is not. We won by trusting each other and fighting with all our wisdom and courage. Stand with your heads held high and sing in praise of your comrades. Be proud of your victory and share your joy with the world.
You two have really outdone yourselves. Victory is ours. We have destroyed Cao Cao's forces. That is true. But we had our valiant warriors, Zhou Yu's strategy, and luck on our side. Everything came together to lead us to victory.
But I wasn't sure how things would turn out for a while there. Zhou Yu and Huang Gai played their parts so perfectly. The constant complaints, the suspicious behavior, making sure everyone saw them argue. They really had us all fooled, right?
I'm sure it was very convincing, especially considering that I actually meant half of what I said. The same goes for you too, right, Zhou Yu?
Well, for a strategist, situations such as these call for the utmost discretion.
Huang Gai, do you really believe that I am not fit to be a leader? Do you still see me as someone who is too young and unreliable to follow? I know that I will never rise to the level of my father or my brother. And I'm always relying on all of you for help.
You should not try to pursue the shadows of Lord Sun Jian or Lord Sun Sa. You need only to follow the path of your own choosing. If you ever lose your way, you have us to rely on for guidance. These are the true feelings of your loyal servant, Huang Gai, my lord.
Huang Gai.
But I do have one grievance to air, if I may. We need to do something about your awful habit of constantly putting yourself down. Nobody will follow a leader who doesn't believe in himself.
He was told.
I think you could stand to learn a little from Sun Tzu in that regard. And I mean, only a little.
Look at you changing your tune, Zhou. You're the one who used to go on and on about Quans' unique strengths. But I too want my brother to make some changes. We need him standing strong as the head of the family. Don't be so lenient with him. We need to stay firm and push him in the right direction.
Great anime, I might add. I saw it appear on Crunchyroll actually. I was tempted to watch it again. Yeah, level 54. My last code.
There you are. I've called you here to discuss your reward.
You were such a great help to us at Chibi. It's only right. We need to make sure everyone is properly compensated.
We couldn't quite decide on the perfect reward for you. So, we'd like to know which you would prefer. There are two options we'd like you to consider. The first is a position as a general. We'd like you to support our efforts as an officer of Wu. Of course, the position will also bring its own benefits to your living situation. But naturally, with any position comes greater responsibilities. You might find yourself unable to travel as freely as you do now. The second choice is to support us from the shadows as an officer with no official title. To be honest, I was hesitant to even call this a reward. But I did my best to think of a way for you to reach your potential. This path won't bring fame or glory, but nothing will hold you down either. And you will never want for a battle to test your strength.
So what will it be? Please, tell us which path you truly desire.
Let me live in the shadows,
Very
because
well.
that's the law.
We will make all the appropriate arrangements.
I'm sure you'll come to play an even larger role than you do now. As our kingdom grows, so will its troubles. But as long as you're with us, we have nothing to fear. Nothing gives me more hope than having you by our side.
Agreed. Please help us to maintain peace in Wu. We hope to enjoy your protection for many years to come.
How can I ever thank you enough for curing my father of that dreadful disease?
It is I who should be thanking you. Your request allowed me to gain yet another valuable experience as a doctor. And I am always glad to be of service.
I will. By the way, Master Yuanhua, do you plan on leaving town already?
Yes, I do. I've received word that my companion is waiting for me outside the castle. But I am not really sure where we will be going next. And with that, I bid you farewell. I hope you never need to see me again.
Master Yuanhua, please, wait!
Didn't I just say I hoped you'd never need to see me again? Is something wrong? Have I left something behind, perhaps?
No, it's just... Would you let me be your apprentice?
My apprentice?
I've already discussed it with my father. You're the only one who made a real effort to treat him when every doctor in town gave up. And you were the one to finally cure him. Watching you do that, it changed me as a man. I told my father, imagine if I could become a doctor like him.
An apprentice? I once would have dismissed the idea as undeserved flattery. But, yes, perhaps it's not such a bad idea. I do need someone to inherit all of the wisdom and knowledge passed down to me after all.
Then you...
I will accept you as my new apprentice. But know now that I have no idea what I will teach you, or how much.
Thank you so much, Master Yuanhua! Oh, Yuanhua is your courtesy name, isn't it? I think I should know the true name of someone who's to be my mentor. Would you mind telling it to me?
Oh, I suppose I haven't properly introduced myself. My name is... is Hua Tuo. Please, call me Hua Yuanhua.
I read that as Hu Tao.
Go, Ziluan. You have found your path. You found comrades to accompany you. And you're certain to reach it. A land of peace.
Raw credits. Cool. Right. I think this is where I'll stop the recording for now, as I'm gonna call it here for the game, I think. I'm not gonna bother doing the other factions. I'll do that in my own time. So for stream-wise, this is the game done, as far as I'm concerned. So, let's stop the recording for now, and then start again for the review, or my thoughts on it anyway.